Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to check out the Anker Prime 250 watt multi-port desktop GAN charger. This is the most feature-packed desktop charger that I have ever seen in the market because not only it has a maximum output of 250 watts to charge your laptops and gadgets, but it also has a 2.26-inch LCD screen on the front that shows your charging status. But most importantly, this is also the very first desktop charger that I have seen that connects to the internet so that you can use your smartphone to remotely monitor the charging status of your devices and do some other features. So without wasting much time, let's dive into this Anker charger. Alright, so this is how the Anker Prime 250 watt multi-port GAN charger looks like up close. It has a very nice premium aluminum chassis with a texture that's really nice to run your fingernails on if you want to de-stress for a bit. Now, this charger is super compact. As you can see, it is smaller than my hand, but despite its compact form factor, it is very, very heavy as it weighs about 644 grams according to my weighing scale. So this thing basically weighs just as much as a 13-inch iPad Air. I'm not kidding you, it's really, really heavy, and that's because Anker has packed the power supply and a whole lot of components into this compact form factor that outputs 250 watts, and it is the very reason why it doesn't require a big power brick to power it up. And all you need to do is to just connect a pretty standard shotgun connector on the back here. This is a very standard cable that you can get in electric stores, and you can already power up the Anker Prime 250 watt. Alright, let's check out some features of this charger before we move on to the smartphone app. So on the front, you get a total of 4 USB-C ports. USB-C 1 supports up to 140 watts of power, whereas USB 2, 3, and 4, each of them support up to 100 watts. Now this is crazy because not other desktop chargers can offer this kind of power with each of their USB-C ports. You'll basically get like different power ports. Like for example, USB-C 3 might only have a 60 watt maximum output and USB 4 even lower. Now what's even more interesting here is that on the side you get 2 USB-A ports for charging legacy devices, because nowadays there's still a whole lot of devices out there that still doesn't support USB PD charging. So it is great that Anker still offers 2 USB-A ports for you to charge lower wattage devices or some older devices that doesn't support USB PD. Now notice that there's a knob right here which you can spin, which is super cool. It has a very clicky effect which I really like a lot. So if I go into, oh wow, that's a pretty cute animation there. All right, I don't know what I did. All right, so let's just go into the settings of each of the ports. So let's go into C1, and this is what you get. So yeah, it says that the maximum wattage that you get is 140 watts, and you can basically have power prioritized to this particular port. So this is something that's super useful if you want to have a USB-C one to quickly charge up that particular gadget if 2 to 4 USB ports are being used. So that is something actually very useful, which you don't get on other desktop chargers. Okay, so let's go back and head on to the settings. All right, so which is right here, setting. Okay, so brightness control. So yep, obviously you get your screen brightness control, which is good if you are in a room and you don't want it to be too bright. So you even get screen timer as well. So basically I like to see how my devices are charging, so I left it always on instead of going into a screensaver mode. And we have charging mode. So there's a whole lot of charging modes right here, so which I recommend staying at AI power mode all the time, so because it automatically identifies the output that it needs when you connect to these USB-C ports. All right, now you do have some other modes as well, such as dual laptop mode, which means it will prioritize these 2 USB-C ports for charging a laptop, and finally low current mode for charging lower wattage devices such as smartwatches, earbuds, and more. All right, so let's head back. So knob orientation, obviously it is for the operation mode of this particular knob. And Wi-Fi, yeah, this is something that we have to talk about because this is the first connected desktop charger that we have ever seen in the market. So it is already connected to our Wi-Fi network. I'm just not going to do that again. So here you can choose your screensaver if you want to. So you have a couple of screensavers that you can choose. Otherwise you can simply just download from the smartphone app, which I'm going to show you in a bit as well. So reset obviously is to reset everything to factory settings, and we are not going to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much on the settings. But of course, the next thing that we are going to do here is to show you how the screensaver looks like. So we are going to make the screen timeout to just 30 seconds, and you guys can see how it looks like. Alright, so this is how the screensaver looks like on the Anker Prime charger. So not only this is a good multi-port desktop GAN charger, it can also serve as a good desk clock. So next, we are going to check out the smartphone app and see what you can do with it. So this is what you get after you have successfully connected the Anker Prime charger to your Wi-Fi network and pair it through the Anker app. So you get to monitor each and every single USB output. You even get real-time data in a very geeky graph if you're interested in that. And you can do some of the settings such as changing the charging mode, which you can already do it on the charger itself. But here it explains what each charging mode is all about, so you can choose the appropriate one according to your usage. Now, what's really interesting right here is this custom mode. So it basically lets you configure the charging wattage of every single port, and this is something that is so cool that you don't get on any other desktop chargers out there. So let's say, for example, I want to have a maximum power output of up to just 60 watts for C1, and I can even enable or disable any charging protocols that I want or do not want. So this is something that is like super advanced and geeky for those who's really into charging multiple gadgets. So you can totally configure the wattage of each of these ports. Now, of course, only USB C1 will support up to a maximum of 140 watts, while C2 to C4 supports up to a maximum of 100 watts. So these are things that you can totally configure with the Anker Prime charger. So let's just go back to other settings. So otherwise, if you don't want to customize your power, just leave it on to AI power mode. Now you can have clock display here. Now, as you can see earlier on, you already see the screensaver, how it looks like. It can serve as a very nice desk clock as well. You can change the theme of how you want to look like. So you get the standard styles, futuristic, cosmic, artistic, and lively kind of clock faces, which is like super cool. Now you can set a setting on how you want to look like. You want to have a 12-hour or 24-hour clock, or you can choose when you want to have the screensaver on. So for me, I have it set from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. right here. And yeah, screen timeout, it's always on right now, so it will still show my charging wattage. So I'll have to set a timeout in order to have the screensaver turn on. Okay, so let's just go back. And yeah, over here you can control like whether you want to have C1 to be powered on or off. Yep, I can turn on or off this particular port. So it's really advanced, considering what you can do on the app itself. And if we head on over to settings right here, so we even have this secret feature here. Now this is something that's cool. So you kind of get to unlock some nice probably some animations on this charger. So I'm not sure how it works, but I'm just going to find out when I use it. So you even get to configure some of the things like the device name, what you want to name it and all that. And of course, since we've connected over Wi-Fi, yes, it's already connected just like this. Now you can also upgrade the firmware. So this is something that is very useful just in case if there are new charging standards that's available. It will be updated on the Anker Prime charger. So this is something that you don't get on the regular desktop chargers as well. Now, let's do a charging test with the Anker Prime 250 watt charger. As you can see, I already have 3 USB-C to C and a USB-A to C cable connected to the Anker Prime charger, and we're going to charge 4 devices. So the first device that we are going to charge is the 16-inch MacBook Pro that I have on the side here. So let's plug in the first cable. So it should immediately reach up to its 140 watt charging wattage. All right, so there you go. That's the charging chime. So yeah, goes up pretty quickly, and there's a special animation that comes out. 140 watts. Look at this, super cool. Okay, next let's charge our Honor Magic 7 Pro, which currently has 31% of power left, and we are going to use the second USB-C to C cable to charge up the Honor Magic 7 Pro. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Look at this, guys. While charging the 16-inch MacBook Pro, it still supports maximum 100 watts supercharging. So I'm just going to turn on boost mode to see whether it reaches up to 100 watts. And next, we are going to charge up the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, which I have 65% of battery left. And I'm just going to plug it in right now. And it's starting to charge. Now, what's really interesting here is that every time I plug in two other devices, it does not reset the charging specifications of the first port. It just continues charging. It regulates the output really well. So currently we have 3 devices charging already. This is the charging status. You got 110 on the MacBook Pro, 20 watts on the Magic 7 Pro, and finally like around 18 watts. So yeah, it's doing kind of like a reset. Yeah, that's just the phone itself. So you get 20 watts, 25 watts, it's going up to maximum 33, I guess. Yeah, so you get 26 watts on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And finally, we are going to charge our Poco Buds Genshin Impact version here. It's been a while since I've charged these earbuds, so it's just plugged in like this. All right, it's currently charging already. Now, it does not reset any of the devices. As you can see, there's no charging animation coming out of these devices, which would have happened on some other desktop chargers. So if we scroll over to, to the A port, so it is currently charging the Poco Buds right there. So let's try out the port priority mode. So let's say I want to have more power distributed to my MacBook Pro. So I'm just going to press on this one and turn on port priority. Yes, let's see what happens. All right, so obviously it's going to reset all the charging of the devices, but look at this right here. So we're going to see if wattage goes up on the MacBook Pro. So that cool animation is coming out right again. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. So even though we are still getting like 100 watts on the Magic 7 Pro, but yeah, it still very much stabilizes at 110 watts. So I guess this is something kind of like a smart feature that Anker has built right into the Anker Prime charger. So it basically decides the wattage that it needs to charge the MacBook Pro and other devices that I've connected here. So good job, Anker. Yeah, it's a pretty good desktop charger that I highly recommend. Alright, so that's all for the Anker Prime 250-watt multi-port desktop GAN charger. This is a desktop charger that I highly recommend to anyone who has a lot of gadgets and want to charge them at ultra fast speeds. Now, with all these features in mind, you might think that Anker might have priced this at a premium price tag just like its other products, but quite the contrary. Even though Anker did launch this at a pretty hefty price tag of 699 ringgit, a recent discovery on its official Shopee store reveals that it is currently selling this at just 494 ringgit. Of course, it is still rather expensive considering it is just a desktop charger, but you get 250 watts of power and those connected features which other similar price desktop chargers don't offer. I have to say it is a pretty reasonable price tag to pay for if you are looking for these features and if you have the budget to pay for one. Alright, so that's all for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right up. Give us a thumbs up if you love what you saw, and I will see you in the next one.